Hey ghouls, it's Alan here. I hope you're doing well. Today, let's jump straight into it with the high grade Turn A Gundam. A very cool kit, and I'm excited to tell you my thoughts. Let's go! Well guys, after a couple hours painting and about 40 minutes build time, we've finished off our Turn A Gundam. And I have to say, it's really spectacular. It's so close to Sid Mead's line art, his concept work, it's just incredible. Here's the sticker sheet, which I neglected to use for Gundam markers instead. And I have to say, I think I've done quite a nice job. The green V here, the white, the black, the yellow in the face, all the grey and the black and the red in the legs and the arms. My only problem is that the actual face inside the helmet I think is a bit too deep set, and it's hard to see properly in lots of lighting. From literally any position, the Turn A looks fierce. In terms of accessories, we've got the awesome beam rifle, which can be held like this, as seen in the concept art, or it can also be held just with a regular handle, which I think looks pretty splendid too. And of course he includes his shield. Unfortunately these pieces are not properly coloured and they're white, but it's not too much work to do with the Gundam marker there. And then I'll just plug into the side of the forearm here, this slit into this hole. And there you go. You're freaking ready. You're freaking ready. Your Turn A Gundam is freaking ready. And on his back there, of course you've seen the beam sabers, which I have to say look particularly cool in hand with this beautiful, beautiful robot. Also included is an alternate back and front piece. The front for the nuclear weapons, which unfortunately isn't colour separated, and the back for the Moonlight Butterfly P Bandai parts, which unfortunately I do not have and will probably never have. And to remove them, I guess for these ones you just pull out and you just stick in your new piece. In the back, you just wiggle it out and stick in the new one. Voila. And of course the last accessories are these two 3mm adapters, which lets you attach the shield to the backpack and the beam rifle to the backpack. Clean! I think that looks pretty cool. Again, just it's a beautiful kit, it's clean, it just looks good. It's freaking nice as all hell. Hell yeah. Turn A also includes a little core fighter. It's just two solid white pieces. So I've painted the cockpit bubble and the yellow here, as well as kind of lined it in a light grey colour. But it's very cool and can attach to an action base, or should I say an older action base, with the kind of slit connection. In terms of articulation, unfortunately there's some problems. Yes, it's a more modern kit with the full forward and back of the neck there, but you can't look up very high, and down is basically just staring straight ahead. The shoulders are where it's most limited. You can go forwards and back, and that's about it, because the back of the shoulders are connected to the back. These rotate, but you can't really get too much out of that. So really it's less than, less than 45, less than 90, and then back and out to about 90. So you can T-pose, hell yeah. You've got a nice ball joint in the waist as well. Oh, holy shit! Well guys, we're having an interlude here to fix this broken peg. So the first thing you want to do is get that out of there. Okay, and then with the peg and the ball removed, we'll now take the top off here with a broken peg piece. I'm just using a display parts separator here and removing the red. Okay. Next you want to take a small hand drill about the size and width of a paperclip and drill into the hole there, right in the center. Okay, once we're in, that's good. Now, take the paperclip and put it into the peg and you want to cut off just a bit extra so that it will also fit into the hole here. So yeah, I'd say like that. Okay, so then you take your cutter and you don't know what to say here, you cut. Okay, just like that. Now we'll set aside the paperclip for now. So we've got our piece of paperclip in the hole here. We'll just make sure that's glued down. I also just think it might be a good idea to sand some of the ball joint because bloody hell, it's a bit stiff, I think. But just, you know, just take off a tiny little bit, 1/10 of a millimeter or something. Now we'll just reassemble. Yeah, that feels good. Perfect, look at that. Perfect, not too tight. Okay, well let's get back to it. As I was saying, he's got a nice waist joint. It works well because it's just so round. I like that. The skirts are very posable too, they're just on those ball joint poly caps. The front skirts are fine too. And then, you know, your legs, you've got your full forward kick. You can go back all the way. Out is kind of limited. You've got a very nice deep knee bend. You've got this kind of function here that the turn A typically does. And you know, some foot and heel articulation with a little tiny bit of rotation. So everywhere else besides the arms and the head, I think he does pretty well. You know, there's a deep bend at the elbows, there's ball joints in the hands, you know how it is. But really, it's these shoulders that let everything down. For comparison, of course, first off, we have the high-grade RX-78-2. This is the Origin version, and he is, again, a tiny little baby. Next up, we've just got a Blokey's Galaxy version Transformer. He's very cute in comparison to our Turn A. And then, you know, finally I thought we'd compare the MG. And in terms of detail and stuff, they're similar. But, you know, the MG has a couple more panel lines, and it's got the alternate chest piece. But all in all, the high grade is a very nice kit in itself. Well guys, that was a look at the high grade Turn A Gundam. A really cool kit, a fun build, but with some serious problems, especially in the shoulders. I'd love to know your opinions on the kit down below and some feedback on these reviews. And next time, it's the G-Quox G-Fred. As always, I've been Alan. Thanks for watching.